Run. And in my opinion, it's gonna look bomb. Hi guys, it's Lana here, and today I want to talk about hair trends for 2019. So let's go. So I have some trends that I predicted myself, and also I want to talk about some trends that I have seen predicted by magazines like Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar. They're based off of catwalks and that kind of thing, but my predictions are based off just what I feel in my bones. These are things that you might want to think about before you make any like drastic hair decisions. And if you're going to spend a lot of money on like hair accessories and that kind of thing, if you want to buy a new wig, stuff like that, just things that you might want to keep in mind before you make a big purchase. So hopefully these trends can really guide your investments. We'll just see what I think of them. Let's see what you think of them. What do you think? Do you think my predictions are right? Do you think they're wrong? Do you like them? Do you not like them? And what do you see coming for hair trends in 2019? So the first trend that I can see coming for 2019 is headbands. Sweatbands, those elastic fabric headbands that everybody was wearing like early 90s. Everybody was wearing these in like the early noughties, 2004, 2005. Everyone was wearing these, especially if they had curly hair. They were seen a lot with scrunched hair when everybody wanted to have curls. Everybody wanted to have curls. The sort of things that you wear so that it covers part of your forehead. We're not going to be pushing them back. We're going to be wearing them quite low. I think we're going to see these coming from all sorts of brands and designers. So I think Fendi are going to have them in the Fendi print. I think we're going to see them from Fila. Most of the sportswear brands, because sweatbands, you know, they probably already make the sweatbands, so people are probably just going to modify those to wear them every day. We are going to see them from Gucci. We're already seeing them from Gucci a lot in K-pop. I want to look that good when I wear a bandana. I like this trend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go and buy a whole bunch of headbands. I like it. I'm here for it. Let me know what you think of this trend in the comment section down below. Oh my gosh, I'm terrified. Do you remember when that magpie tried to fly in my window that time? Well, it happened again. And I think that they think my window is like the opening to some sort of like cave or wherever birds live. You know, birds, they want to live in like a dark place and they like fly into holes. I think they think that's what my window is because they keep trying to like fly in. And I've just seen one like go just above my window, and I'm worried that maybe they're gonna start like a roost in my roof. Number 2 is accessories. The slidey hair clips, diamantes, bows. The bigger the better. I want you to imagine Jojo Siwa and not do that. I mean, let's keep it glam with these accessories. I'm already a big fan of the slidey clips trend. I know some people hate it, some people want to see it die, but honestly I think it is going to get bigger and more advanced in 2019. So we're talking about diamante slides like I have. Also letters. We're spelling out whole words in diamantes and we're sliding it into our hair. And in my opinion, it's gonna look bomb. This has been all over the catwalks lately. I love it because I've always loved bows and things. In one of the catwalk images, I saw a Chanel hair clip and I want that in my life. I want it in my life so bad. I just love hair accessories. I love them, and it's my prediction that we are going to be wearing them all over the shop this year. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to think it looks childish. Will you be wearing a lot of hair accessories? Do you have time to accessorize your hair? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am so excited for it. This Chanel hair clip, I need it. This is going to put the fear of God into you. Hold on to your knickers, girls. Hold on to your knickers, girls! The next trend that I saw on the magazine pages was none other than our mortal enemy, dead straight hair. How many years have us curly girls been recovering from the last time that dead straight hair was the trend? When dead straight hair was the trend last time, you best believe I truly got dead straight hair. My hair was straight and it was dead. And I saw this picture of Jennifer Lopez. I got to admit, my heart sunk a little bit. My stomach was falling out my butt a little bit. There's a guy named Frankie Moody. He's a senior hairstylist at Joe Hansford Salons, and he was quoted in this magazine as saying that curls and waves are out. To you, sir. Not to me. Not to me. No, not to me. No, darling, not to me. To me, curls and waves are gonna be in forever. As long as curls and waves are sprouting out of my head, they're always gonna be in. But you know, I feel like I might look at the dead straight hair trend one day and be like, oh, that's something I'd like to rock at some point. I'm just gonna put a wig on. I'll just put a wig on, I think. I'm not going back to dead straight hair for love nor money. I killed my hair last time. The girls in my school, their advice was that you have to kill your hair to get it to go dead straight. They were actually physically purposefully killing their hair to get it to go dead straight. Let me know what you think. Have you been tempted to go back to relaxed hair lately? What do you think? So going back to curls, I think that curls are going to stay in style. I think that some people are going to be rocking the big curls, but I do think that we're going to see a lot of slicked, gelled curls. Think about that girl from My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
So My Wife and Kids, the daughter, I can't remember her name, like the older daughter, she was my first curl crush. I just loved her curls. And she always wore a lot of gel in her hair. She had that wet look curls going on. She was not about the volume. And I think back then it really wasn't that much about volume. It was really about just having the wave, gelling your hair down, getting that slightly wet look. I think we're going to see a lot of that this year because we are seeing a huge early noughties resurgence in trends, and this was a big one. I do like that trend, and I wouldn't mind it if it comes back because you can really take good care. You can really have very, very nourished, moisturized curls if you are doing that with your hair every day. It's going to look way down, it's not going to look voluminous, but that's going to be part of the trend. Do you like it? Do you not? Number 5 is a trend that I am personally so keen to try. I might even do it like tomorrow, I don't know. I'm obsessed with it, and it's the loose baby hairs. So recently, the past 2 years or so, we have seen baby hairs go way mainstream. I remember when I used to see people with like slicked baby hair and I'd be like, what's going on? You know, like, what's going on with baby hairs? And obviously it has become so mainstream right now. There are so many tutorials about how to lay down your baby hairs. We have got gel, we have got edge tamer, you know, everyone is talking about really laying them down, getting those edges laid. But what I would really like to see is maybe being a bit lighter on the baby hairs, and maybe even pulling out some longer hairs as well, and having some really soft, pretty looking curls be left out. I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm talking about leaving curls like this out. Really thin pieces of hair, very sparse, very wispy, that are going to be left out around your hair. You might find sometimes that if you brush all of your hair back, you'll start getting curls at the front of your face that start curling up and they break away from the rest of your hair because they are shorter and they just start like going a bit wavy. So I noticed that and I was like, this would look so cute if I actually pulled them out right now and just wore them like that. They would take a little bit of styling to get it to look right, but I'm definitely going to try it, and it's a trend that I am going to be rocking. I don't know if I'll be able to call it a trend or if it's just going to be something that I'm doing that nobody else is doing because it may just not look good to anybody else, but I'm definitely going to try it. I think it follows on naturally from the whole trend of recreating our childhood hairstyles. The next one is twists, flat twists instead of braids. So we've seen a lot of cornrows. Cornrows sort of, I feel like cornrows are always popular. They get really high in popularity, then they sort of fade back again, then they get really high. It's usually in the summertime you see a lot of cornrows. The catwalks, the magazines, they have been talking about micro braiding. Basically cornrows, and they're saying it's going to be a big trend this year. Little do they know that's always a trend. Honestly, I think that this year we are going to see a lot more people picking up twisting instead of braiding. I was definitely doing this a lot towards the end of last year because I just really like the look of it. It is one of my favorite hairstyles, partly because it is so easy and I think it looks so cute and definitely carries a huge noughties vibe with it. So let me know what you think of that one. I know some of you guys are going to enjoy it because twisting is so much easier than braiding. I have tutorials on my channel already, so I'll try to link that down below. Actually, I'll leave it up here so that you guys can check that out, and just let me know what you think of it. Do you prefer this to cornrowing? Do you like it the same? Do you hate it? I know a lot of you will like it because it's so much easier. So the next one is TWAs and buzz cuts. So there were a lot of buzz cuts on the catwalk this year, and I just think that this is something that the natural hair community has grown pretty used to because we've seen a lot of people doing big chops. It might be less daunting to take that plunge if it is actually sort of recognized as a trend. Some people are worried about having a TWA, or some people are worried about having a shaved head because of whatever reasons it may be. But if it is actually recognized as a trend, like it's the trend to have a buzz cut, really short hair, cropped hair, a TWA, then I feel like more people are going to be willing to take that plunge. So I really do think that that is going to be a big trend for 2019 as well. So another big trend that the magazines were talking about, especially in Elle and Bazaar, they were talking about beehives. Beehives.
Bruh.
You know, like 60s style beehive. Huge barnet on top of your head. I don't like beehives, and I've never liked beehives. That's just me though. I'm just one person, but for me, the 60s hairstyles, I just really don't see this taking off again this year. It really might. I really hope it doesn't though, because to me it's just not a style that is flattering. It takes a long time. Some people will end up having like a nest on top of their head when they try to do a beehive. So I'm not a fan of the beehive trend. I hope it doesn't come back. It's just what the magazines were saying. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. The catwalk was also giving us a lot of Alice bands, so think of like the Blair Waldorf style band. You might be really happy about this. If I was like 16, I'd be super happy about this because I used to love a good Alice band. I had them in every single colour, every single size, every single style. I had tartan, I had gold, I had ones with flowers on, I had ones with diamantes on. I love a good Alice band. I think that maybe I may have grown out of Alice bands right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing them come back. I think they're super cute. If we can see like some variations of it where it's maybe like a headband with like flowers on and stuff like that. I don't know if this is going to take off this year. You know, I really don't know if this is going to take off this year. It's not something that I predicted, but Dior, Prada, there have been lots of designers showing this on the catwalk. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see if it takes off. And the next one is colours, bright colours, ombre coloured tips. I don't know if I can really call this a trend for 2019 because I feel like people are always experimenting with colours. They are saying that red is going to be a big trend this year, but I think anybody could always predict that red is going to be popular because red is always a popular hair colour choice. There is like a terminology for a certain colour and it's called pressed rose, which apparently is going to be huge this year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm even going to get a wig myself, hopefully, in the colour pressed rose, like dusty pink kind of shade. I think it would suit a lot of people unless you have sort of pink undertones to your skin, and then you maybe just pick a slightly different shade variation. So that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please do tell me what you think of these predictions in the comment section and down below. Tell me what ones you like, what ones you would like to see me create tutorials on if possible, because I'm really excited to try out a lot of these trends. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Summertime.